Okay, so this is the setup I'm using with two Arduino UNOs. The one on the left, or the lower part of the screen, is the programmer, and as you can see it's plugged into the computer. The one on the right is the target. So you will plug your target IC into the one at the top of the screen, the target UNO. I'll also show you a detailed diagram of this next. So here's a little bit better diagram of how you wire things up. I just copied this off the web. I didn't actually create this myself. But you can see that it's pretty simple. You just wire 13, 12, and 11 pins identically on the programmer and the target. Then pin 10 on the programmer goes to reset. Wire in the power and plug the programmer, this port here, into the USB port on your computer, and you're ready to go. So you can see here part of the problem. This IC, this ATmega328 that I'm trying to program, does not have a P after it. It actually has a U after it. And that is the source of one of the problems that we're going to solve. Okay, so now that we have the hardware set up and plugged into the computer, we're going to open up the Arduino IDE, and the first thing you're going to do is go to File and then go to Examples and look for ArduinoISP. Select that. I'll make it a little bigger here. And here's the sketch, and this is the software that we don't really understand, but it allows us to do the programming. So we'll check under the tools that we have the right board, and we have the Arduino UNO. That's correct. Our port COM5 is connected to the Arduino UNO. And then you need to make sure that under Programmer you have selected Arduino as ISP, and then we're ready to run or burn bootloader. So let's run that, and you're going to see that we're going to get an error, and we're going to talk about how to get around that, how to fix that. So I'll run bootloader here, and I'll bring up the error message. I'll just slide this up here, and you see that this is the error message that we get here, and it says expected signature for ATmega328P is 1E950F. So this is referring to hex. So there's a signature hex number that represents the ATmega328P. The problem here is that the ATmega that I'm using, and possibly you're using if you have this problem, does not have a P after it. If you look closely at the IC, and I will show you on mine what it looks like, it will have dash PU or space U or something like that. So that is the issue. This is why it's throwing this error. But we can get around that. We can fool it. And this is how we do it. So what you want to do is you want to look on your computer for a file called AVRDUDE. And if you just do a search on your C drive, and you'll find this file, AVRDUDE. And you can see I've already been messing around with it. It's a text file. You just open it up in Microsoft Notes, and the actual name of the file is AVRDUDE.CONF. So it's a configuration file. And what you want to do in this file is look for this signature. So here's the error that it threw, 1E950F. So that is the signature for a proper 328P. But we don't have that. We have a 328U or something like that. So the secret here is to go in this file, find this, and change it. So I'm going to find in the file I have, there's 2 instances of it. So I'm going to find the first one here, and I'm going to change that to 14. So this is the signature for the 328U or PU. And I'm going to find the second instance of that. Here it is here, and I'm going to change that as well. So then I'm going to save this configuration file. It might be an idea just to make a backup copy of this file before you do it, so in case you make a mistake, you can get back to where you were. Otherwise, you'll have to reload the entire Arduino IDE if you muck up the file. So save that, close it, and then close your Arduino program completely. I'm going to close all the instances of that. And I'm going to reopen the Arduino program. And it's going to default to some software I've been working on. So here it goes. It's opening up. This new version seems to be kind of slow opening up. And once again, I'm going to go to File, Examples, Arduino as an ISP. I'm going to open that up. Let me just close this other one. Here it is. It's taking a second. Okay, so here's the program. So we'll just check here under Tools. So we still have our Arduino UNO. We're still connected to the COM port, and we're still checked as Arduino as ISP. So now when I run the bootloader, hopefully this will get around this problem. So let's try that. So here we go. We're going to run bootloader. You can see down here it's burning bootloader and done burning bootloader. So it worked that time. So now the IC on my target board should be programmed with the bootloader, and I should be able to just plug it in to the normal cable and it should work. So if I test that, I'll find that it doesn't work, because now the thing thinks that it is a ATmega328P, but we still have the config file programmed for a U328U. So what we need to do is close Arduino again. We need to go back to that config file, AVRDUDE, and we need to find the instances that we did change to 14. Here's the first one, and we need to change that back to 0F. And find the next one, 0F. Save that again. So now we're back to where we were with the configuration file, and everything should be good. So let's start up Arduino again. I'm going to plug in the chip that I just I'm going to plug in the target board basically directly to my computer with the USB. I'm going to open up a new sketch just to make it a simple short file. Okay, it doesn't want a new sketch. Let's do it. Come on, where are you? Well, that's strange. Oh, connection to the cloud lost. This is a problem with Microsoft OneDrive issue. It's interfering with the operation of Arduino for some reason. Anyway, here I am with my just a basically very, very simple sketch. I'm going to connect to my Arduino. So now I just have the target board plugged into the computer USB port, and I should be able to program this normally now if it's taken the bootloader. So go down here. Our board is set to, whoops, wrong, selected the wrong thing there. Our board is on Arduino UNO. Our port is good. So we should be able now to program this Arduino with this empty sketch. Once again, I've got some cloud issue here. Arduino is on port 4. I don't know why this is happening, but anyway, I'll try and ignore that. We'll see if it works. It says it's compiling the sketch. It's uploading. Done uploading. So there you go. It worked. So that's how you program a blank ATmega with the bootloader, and that's how you get around the problem if you don't have an ATmega328P. I got these ICs, I think it was from DigiKey, so I don't know why they're sending out these ATmega ICs without a P, because they're just a pain in the butt. But anyway, that's what the problem was. Have a good day, guys, and I'll see you later.